In this video we'll talk about the story and the structure of the great poem The Knight in the Panther Skin. Actually, in a nutshell, the story of the great poem The Knight in the Panther Skin is about the adventures of two knights. The first one is the hero of the poem. He is called the Knight in the Panther Skin, and his name is Tariel. And the second one is Abtandil. He is the commander of the Arab armies. Okay, so the story can be divided into two parts. The first part is Abtandil's quest for Tariel, the titular the Knight in the Panther Skin, and the second part is Abtandil's quest for Nestan Darajan, Tariel's love. So in the first part, the search for Tariel, the king of Arabia, Rostevan, has no chance and confers the kingship on his only daughter, the beautiful and wise Tinatin. She has a tender affection for Abtandil, the knight and commander-in-chief of Rostevan's armies. One day, Abtandil challenges King Rostevan to a hunting competition. After 3 days of shooting game, they encounter a knight crying by a river. He is dressed in a panther skin and kills the slaves sent by the king to contact him, then disappears. Rostevan sends parties across the world to search for the mysterious knight, but becomes disheartened when he fails. Tinatin asks Abtandil to find the strange knight in 3 years, promising him her hand in marriage in return. After 2 years and 9 months of searching, Abtandil finds the knight in the panther skin hiding in a cave with only a maiden for company. His name is Tariel. He is the son of King Saridan, who has the 7th kingdom of India. He had served as heir to King Parsedan, king of the other 6 kingdoms in India, for many years before falling in love with Parsedan's daughter, Nestan Darajan. Tariel wages war with the Katavians to earn the favor of Nestan, but is dismayed to learn that she has already been promised to the Khwarezmian prince Khorezm. Tariel couldn't bear the idea of her marriage, and at Nestan's request he killed the suitor. The princess was placed on a boat and set adrift on the seas. Despite Tariel's lengthy search for his love, he couldn't find her. Later, he met Nuruddin Pridon, ruler of Mulghazanzar, who told him that Nestan was alive but trapped on a distant boat. Tariel retired to a cave to live in the wilderness with Asmat, the former servant and messenger of Nestan. Moved by this story, Abtandil promises his friendship and brotherhood to Tariel and agrees to help him find his love, Nestan Darajan. Abtandil returns home to Arabia and tells Tinatin the story of Tariel. Against King Rostevan's wishes, he returns to his new friend Tariel. So we finish with the first part of the poem. The second part is the search for Tariel, search for Nestan Darajan, Tariel's beloved. So in the second part, Tandil then leaves Tariel to go to the kingdom of Pridon, where he doesn't hear anything new about Nestan. Continuing his quest, he arrives in the city of Gulansharo. He meets Patman, the wife of the chief Hussein, who falls in love with him. Tandil, sensing she knows the fate of Nestan, succumbs to Patman's seduction. She tells him she has been keeping Nestan at her place, and as Nestan was promised to the king's son, she helped her escape, but in her flight, Nestan was abducted by Kaji, the demon king. Tandil then returns home to Pridon and to the cave of Tariel, and later all three friends of Tariel and Pridon decide to go to the country of Kaji with an army of 300 men to find and deliver Nestan. When she is released, all return to Arabia, where King Rostevan forgives Tandil his flight and breaking the king's order. They all celebrate the marriage of the later Tandil with the king's only daughter, Tinatin. They then leave for India, where Tariel marries his love Nestan. Pridon also returns to his homeland, and the three friends reign happily with prosperity and generosity in their respective realms. So we finish with the story of the great poem, The Night in the Panther Skin. In the next step, I will talk about the structure of the poem. Actually, the poem consists of 1669 stanzas. Each stanza consists of 4 lines. And every line consists of 16 syllables. And the structure of the 16 syllables in each line could be either 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, or 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. And this type of structure is called shairi. Shairi is the name of a particular poetic form. It was used by the great poet Shota Ostaveli in his great poet, The Night in the Panther Skin. The shairi consists of 4 16 syllables lines. So actually, as I already mentioned before, every stanza consists of 4 lines, and every line consists of 16 syllables. So it consists of 4 16 syllables lines with a cajuera between syllables 8 and 9. So here each line consists of 16 syllables, and we have a comma between the 8 syllables and 9 syllables. Okay, so we have 2 types of shairi. Two distinct forms of shairi exist. The first one is Marali shairi or I shairi, and the second one is Dabali shairi or Lo shairi. Ustaveli used both types in his poem. In Marali Shairi or I Shairi, lines are broken into 4 sections of 4 syllables with a cajuera after the second section. So here, each line consists of 16 syllables, and the line is broken into 4 segments: 1, 2, 3, 4, and each segment consists of 4 syllables. As you can see, each segment consists of 4 syllables, with a comma between the 8th syllable and the 9th syllables. Here we have a break. So this is the Marali Shairi or I Shairi. And the second type is Dabali Shairi. In Dabali Shairi or Lo Shairi, each line is broken into 4 segments of 5 and 3 syllables. So here, the line that consists 16 syllables is broken into 4 segments: 1, 2, 3, 4. And the first segment consists of 5 syllables. The second segment consists of 3 syllables. Then we have a comma between the 9 syllables and between the 8 syllables and the 9 syllables. Then we have the first segment consists of 5 syllables, and finally the fourth segment consists of 3 syllables. Okay, so we summarize it, and actually we have 2 types of Shairi. We have the Marali Shairi. Here the 16 syllables are broken into 4 segments of 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 syllables, with a comma between the 8 syllables and the 9 syllables. And the second type of Shairi is the Bali Shairi or Lo Shairi. Here also the 16 syllables line is broken into 4 segments. The first segment consists of 5 syllables, the second segment consists of 3 syllables, then we have a comma between the 8 syllables and the 9 syllables, then the third segment consists of 5 syllables, and finally the fourth segment consists of 3 syllables. Okay. Then we have also the concept of fast pace and slow pace. What is fast pace? Fast pace is when things that happened during a long period of time is mentioned in the stanza, then the pace of the story is fast. Okay, so if the things that mentioned in the stanza occur during a long period of time, then the pace of the stanza is fast. Okay, and what is a slow pace? Slow pace is when the poet quoting the things of someone, then it happened at a certain minute, so the pace of the story is slow. Okay, when the poet is quoting the things that someone said, then it happens at a certain moment, therefore the pace of the stanza is slow pace. Okay, and when the pace of the story is fast, then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 4 plus 4, 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. It is the Marali Shairi, and the rhyming is on 2 syllables of the last word at line. Okay, the rhyming is on 2 syllables of the last word at line. Whereas when the pace of the story is slow, then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming is on 3 syllables of the last word at line. Okay, again, when the pace of the story is slow, for example, we have quoting of someone, then the pace of the story is slow, then the rhyming, then the structure of the 16 syllables is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming is on 3 syllables of the last word at line. Okay, so in the next step I will give you an example of Marali Shairi, I Shairi and Dabali Shairi. Here we have stanza 791. I'll read the stanza in the English translation, and then I'll read it in the Georgian translation, and we'll analyze the stanza. So in the English translation, we have here, the first line is, "Thou hast read how the apostles write of love, how they speak of it, how they praise it. Know thou it, and harmonize thy knowledge. Love exalteth us. This is as it were the tinkling burden of their song. If thou conceive not this, how can I convince ignorant men?" Actually, this stanza is about aphorism about love. Okay. So it says that the apostles praise love. So here I read the stanza in the Georgian language. צגיק איתך, סירוע רולשה, מוציא כולני רגבר צרן, ותתקוין ותקבן, צאן שלובני מהפרן. סירוע רולי, אגווה מרלבס, ותג'ווני אמס שברן. שנגג'ל חר, וסתובללי קצני, ותפסה שווג'רן. So in the first line of stanza 791, the first word is tzagikit chavs. Tzagikit chavs consists of 4 syllables. Then the second word is siwa rul sa. Siwa rul sa consists of 4 syllables, so it is 4 plus 4. The third word is mochi kulni. Mochi kulni consists of 4 syllables. And finally, we have Ragwar Tseren. Ragwar consists of 2 syllables, and Tseren consists of 2 syllables. So, total those 2 words consist of 4 syllables. So, the 16 syllables in the first line are broken into 4 segments of 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Okay, then we have in the second line, we have here wheat, it, rian. Wheat consists of 1 syllable, and it, rian consists of 3 syllables. In total, the 2 words consist of 4 syllables. So those 4 syllables we have are considered as 1 unit. You can see here a comma. It is to say it is 2 words, but they are considered as one segment. Okay, so in the first segment we have 4 syllables, and then we have wheat akeben. Wheat consists of 1 syllable, and akeben consists of 3 syllables. So those two words also consist of 2 syllables. So the second segment consists of also 4 syllables. Then we have the two words Tsan, Snowbunny. Tsan consists of 1 syllable, and Snowbunny consists of 3 syllables. In total, the two words consist of 4 syllables. So here, the third segment consists of also from 4 syllables, and finally, the last word is mi aperen. Mi aperen consists of 4 syllables. Again, the second line of standard 791, the 16 syllables are broken to 4 segments of 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. And the rhyming is on 2 syllables. Here we have the last word, we have eren. Then in the last word in the second line we have also eren. In the third line, the last word, we have eren. And in the fourth line we also have eren, that consists of 2 syllables. Okay, then in the third line of standard 791 we have sir wa ruli, consists of 4 syllables. Then we have the second word of the third line, agwa mar leaves, consists of 4 syllables. Then we have the two words wheat, itruyan. Wheat consists of 1 syllable, and ejwani. Wheat consists of 1 syllable, and ejwani consists of 3 syllables. So in total, in the third segment we have 4 syllables. Then we have the last two words of the third line, amas jreren. Amas consists of 2 syllables, and jreren consists also of 2 syllables. So in total, the two words consist of 4 syllables. Again, in the third line, the 16 syllables are broken into 4 segments of 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. And the rhyming is on 2 syllables, that is to say, eren. And finally, in the fourth line of standard 791, we have shen al jerhar. We have here 4 words. Each word consists of 1 syllable. After the 4 words we have a comma, so they are considered as 1 unit. Okay, so in the first segment of the fourth line we have 4 syllables. Then we have the fifth word, that is ustavlelni. Ustavlelni consists of 4 syllables. So the second segment consists of also of 4 syllables. Then we have katsni with mtsa. Katsni consists of 2 syllables, and with mtsa consists also of 2 syllables. So in total, the 2 words consist of 4 syllables. Then, so actually, the third segment of line number 4 consists of 4 syllables, and finally, we have the fourth segment, that is the last word, that is she va jeren. She va jeren consists of 4 syllables. Again, the 16 syllables of the fourth line are broken into 4 segments of 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, and the rhyming is on 2 syllables, that is RN. Again, the rhyming is on 2 syllables. The last word is here is finished with RN. Here also the last word is mia peren, that is to say it finished with RN. It is 2 syllables. Here the last word is ejruani, jreren. The last word is jreren. So it finished with RN. That is, the rhyming is on 2 syllables, that is RN, and the last word in the 4th line of stanza 791 is sheva jeren. Sheva jeren. So it finished with RN. So in conclusion, we can say that stanza number 791 is in Marali Shairi or I Shairi. So the 16 syllables in each line are broken into 4 segments of 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, and the rhyming is on 2 syllables. The 2 syllables is RN, 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 and RN. Okay. We also have an example of stanza 802. Here, the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming is on 3 syllables. The 3 syllables are Obelman, 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 and Obelman. Actually, in stanza 802, it is the things, the quoting of Tandil, the things that of Tandil tells to King Rosteman before the journey to Tariel. He tells him that if something will happen to him during the journey to Tariel, then at least King Rosteman have a pity on him and will mention him in a good manner. Will say about him good things. If no one can find his body. Okay? So I'll read the stanza in the English and then in the original language, in the Georgian language. So that is the quoting of things that Aftandil tells King Mustavan before the journey to Tariel. That is to say before the journey to India. Okay. So in the first line we have Aftandil tells to King Mustavan, if fate, the destroyer of all, destroy me, an orphan I shall die, traveling unmourned by parent, nor will those who brought me up, nor the friend whom I trust enshroud me, then indeed will your merciful tender heart have pity on me. Okay? Again, it is the quoting of the things of Tandil to King Rostevan. When we are talking about quoting, then it is a slow pace. This stanza is a slow pace, and therefore the structure of the 16 syllables in each line will be 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming is on 3 syllables of the last word in each line. And the 3 syllables are Obelman, 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 and Obelman. So I will read the stanza in the original language and then we'll analyze the stanza. 802. Tusach utroman damam chos ovelta damam chobelman. Haribi Mogde Haribat Verda Mitiros Schobelman. Verar Shemsudron Das Rilta Daversa Misan Dobelman. Munshem Itzkalos Kwenmanwe Gulman Motzalem Lobelman. So here the first two words in line number 1 is tu Sachut Roman. Tu consists of one syllable. Sachut Roman. Sachut Roman consists of 4 syllables. So in total, those two words consist of 5 syllables. So this is the first segment. Then we have the third word in line number 1 of stanza 802 is Da Mamchos. Da Mamchos consists of 3 syllables. So we have here 5 plus 3. Here we have comma after the 8th syllable. Then we have Owelta Da Mam. Owelta consists of 3 syllables. Da Mam consists of 2 syllables. So in total it is 5 syllables. So the third segment consists of 5 syllables. And finally we have O Belman. O Belman consists of 3 syllables. So the structure of the 16 syllables in the first line is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. And the rhyming is on 3 syllables of the last word in line number 1. The last word is Damam Chobelman, and the rhyming is on the end of the word, that is Obelman. Obelman. Obelman consists of 3 syllables, that is to say, the rhyming here is on 3 syllables of the last word in each line. We have here Obelman, 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 and Obelman. Then we have in the second line, Garibi consists of 3 syllables, Mogde consists of 2 syllables, so in total the two words, Garibi Mogde, consist of 5 syllables. So this is the first segment of line number 2 that consists of 5 syllables. Then we have the first word in line number 2, Garibad, consists of 3 syllables. So here we have 5 plus 3. Then we have the next 2 words is Ver Damitiros. Ver consists of 1 syllable. Damitiros consists of 4 syllables. So in total the 2 words consist of 5 syllables. And finally the last word is Shobelman. Shobelman consists of 3 syllables. Again, the 16 syllables in the second line are broken into 4 segments of 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. And the rhyming is on 3 syllables of the last word. The last word here is Shobelman, and the rhyming is in Obelman. Here the rhyming in this stanza is Obelman, 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 and Obelman. That is to say, the rhyming is on 3 syllables. Okay, and then we have in line number 3, Verar Shem Sudron. Verar consists of 2 syllables. Shem Sudron consists of 3 syllables. In total, the 2 words consist of 5 syllables. This is the first segment of line number 3. Then we have the third word, that is Das Dilta. Das Dilta consists of 3 syllables. Then we have the Verza Misant. Da consists of 1 syllable. Verza consists of 2 syllables, and misan consists of 2 syllables. In total, it is 1 plus 2 plus 2, this is 5 syllables. And finally, we have O Bellman that consists of 3 syllables. Again, the third line of stanza 802 is broken into 4 segments of 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3 syllables, and the rhyming is on the 3 syllables of the last word of line number 3. The last word is Misan Doppelmann, and the rhyming is on O Bellman, that is to say, on the last 3 syllables of the last word, O Bellman. Then we have line number 4. In line number 4 we have Mun Shemitz Alos. Mun consists of 1 syllable. Shemitz Alos consists of 4 syllables. So in total the 2 words consist of 5 syllables. So the first segment consists of 5 syllables. Then we have Twen Ma We consists of 3 syllables, so it is 5 plus 3. Then in the third segment we have Hulman Motzale. Hulman consists of 2 syllables and Motzale consists of 3 syllables, so in total it consists of 5 syllables. And finally we have Mlo Bellman. Mlo Bellman consists of 3 syllables. Again, in the fourth line of stanza 802, the 16, the line is broken into 4 segments of 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming is on the last 3 syllables of the last word, that is O Bellman. Okay, so in conclusion you can say that because of the fact that stanza 802 is a quoting of the things of Tandil to King Gustevan, it is in a slow pace, and therefore here we have the Bali Shairi, that is to say, the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3 with a comma between the 8th syllable and the 9th syllable. And the rhyming is on 3 syllables of the last word in at line. The rhyming is on O Bellman. It consists of 3 syllables. So here the first line we have the last word is Damam Hobelman, so it finished with Obelman, and the rhyming is on Obelman, that consists of 3 syllables. In the second line we have Schobelman, the last word in Schobelman, and the rhyming is on Obelman, that consists of 3 syllables. In line number 3 we have the last word is Misan Dobelman, and the rhyming is on O Bellman. That is the last 3 syllables. And finally, the last word of line number 4 is Mot Alem Lobelman, and the rhyming is on O Bellman, that is to say, on the last 3 syllables of the last word. Okay, and when we are talking about Marali Shairi, when the pace of the story in the poem is fast, then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line will be 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, and the rhyming will be on 2 syllables, as I showed you in stanza 791. the structure of the syllables in each line is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, and the rhyming is on 2 syllables. That is to say, ren, and the ren. Okay? And also, we have another characteristic of the poem, that is, the poet repeats at least on the last 3 letters of the last word in each line. I repeat again, the poet repeats at least on the last 3 letters of the last word in each line. For example, here in stanza 791, the last word in the first line is ren, so he repeats on 4 letters. Ren consists of 4 letters. Okay, A, R, A, and N. It consists of 4 letters. Again, the last word in the second line is mia peren, so the repetition is on the last 2 words, that is on the last 4 letters. Again, the last word in the second line is mia peren, and the poet repeats on the last 4 letters of the last word. And the last 4 letters is a ren. Okay? Then in the third line, the last word is re-ren. Re-ren, actually it consists of 6 letters, but the repetition is only on 4 letters. E-ren. A-R, A and N. So we have here e-ren, and the last word of the 4th line is sheva-jeren. Sheva-jeren. The last word actually consists of 9 letters. Sheva-jeren. The word sheva-jeren consists of 9 letters, but the repetition is only on the last 4 letters, that is to say, ren. A-R, A and N. So in stanza 791, the repetition is on the last 4 letters of the last word. Ren, and the ren. While in stanza 802, the repetition is on 7 letters. O, Bellman. The letters are O, B, A, L, M, A, N. Again, the repetition on stanza 802 is on the last 7 letters of the last word. Here, the last word in the first line is Damam Hobelman, and the repetition is on O Bellman. O Bellman consists of 7 letters, and the letters are as follows: O, B, A, L, M, A, N. Okay, so the repetition on stanza in stanza 802 is on the last 7 letters of the last word in each line. Here in this, the last word of the second line is Mshobelman. Actually, it consists of 9 letters, but the repetition is only on the last 7 letters of this word. That is to say, O, B, A, L, M, A, N. Then the last word of the third line is Misandobelman. Here, the last word consists of 13 letters, and the repetition is only on the last 7 letters, that is to say it is Obelman, Obalman. And finally, the last word in the 4th line, in stanza 802, is Motzalem Lobelman. And the repetition here is on the last 7 letters of the last word. That is to say, Mobalman. Okay, so in conclusion, in stanza 802, the repetition is on the last 7 letters of the last word in each line, while in stanza 791, the repetition is on the last 4 letters of the last word in each line. That is to say, Eren, 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 and Eren. Eren consists of 4 letters. And the 4 letters are as follows: A, R, A, and N. I'll give you another example of repetition on the last 6 letters of the last word in each line. Here we have stanza number 2. So stanza number 2, it is the introduction to the poem. In the introduction to the poem, the poet praises God for creating the universe and asks from God to forgive him about the sins that he had done. So read the stanza in the English translation, then I read it in the Georgian, and we will analyze the stanza number 2. So, O one God, thou didst create the face of every form. Shield me, give me mastery to trample on Satan. Give me the longing of lovers, lasting even unto death, lightening of the burden of sins I must bear thither with me. Okay, now I read the stanza in the Georgian language. Omerto erto, shenchekmen sacher obli satanisa. By the way, this is the low shairi, the Bali shairi. That is to say, the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming is on 3 syllables. That is to say, Tanisa, 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 and Tanisa. But here I gave you this example in order to see on how many letters he repeats on the of the last word in the last of how many letters he repeats on the last word in each line. As I mentioned before, the poet repeats at least on the last 3 letters of the last word in each line. So the last word in line number 1 is Tanisa. So in line number 1 he repeats on all the word on the last the letters of the last word, that is Tanisa. Tanisa consists of 6 letters. The letters are T, A, N, E, S, and A. Again, T, A, N, E, S, and A. Then the last word in the second line is Satanisa. Satanisa is a Satan. So this word consists of 8 letters, and the repetition is on the last 6 letters. That is to say, Tanisa consists of 6 letters. So the repetition is on 6 letters, and in the last word of the third line is Gasatanisa. This word consists of 10 letters in total, and the repetition is on the last 6 letters, that is to say, Tanisa, T-A-N-E-S-A. And finally, the last word of the 4th line is Satanisa. This word consists of 10 letters, and the repetition is on the last 6 letters, that is to say, T-A-N-E-S-A, Tanisa. So here the repetition on stanza number 2 is on the last 6 letters of the last word in each line. Tanisa, 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 and Tanisa. Okay? So I'll summarize the 5 characteristics of this great poem, A Night in the Panther Skin. First of all, the poem itself consists of 1669 stanzas, and each stanza consists of 4 lines, and every line consists of 16 syllables, and the structure of the 16 syllables in each line could be either 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, when we are talking about the Bali Shairi or Lo Shairi, or 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, when we are talking about Marali Shairi or I Shairi. And the first phase is when things that happened during a long period of time is mentioned in one stanza, then the pace of the story is fast, therefore the stanza itself is in a fast pace, because it mentioned things that happened during a long period of time. So that stanza is in the fast pace, and therefore the line in each line will be broken into 4 segments, so 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. And what is slow pace? Slow pace is when the poet quoting the things of someone, then it happened at a certain minute, so the pace of the story is slow. Like in stanza 802, we have the quoting of the things of Tandil that tells the to King Ostevan before his journey to Tariel. Therefore, it is in a slow pace, and the structure of the 16 syllables in each line will be 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. So I repeat again, when the pace of the story is fast, then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, that is the Marali Shairi, and the rhyming is on 2 syllables of the last word at line. Whereas when the pace of the story is slow, then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming is on 3 syllables of the last word at line. And finally, the 5th characteristic of the poem is that the poet repeats at least on the last 3 letters of the last word in each line. Okay? So actually, to combine all these 5 characteristics, to combine all these 5 characteristics in one poem is an almost impossible task, but the great poet Shruta Rustaveli managed to do it, and we can read and enjoy this masterpiece, which is considered one of the most genius poems written by human beings. Okay, thank you very much.